everybody. Today is Wednesday, July the 20 something 28th, Wednesday, July 28th, 2020. This is episode 56C. And I'm here to share what I stitched yesterday. I was also thinking that, sorry, I'll twist it up. I was thinking that possibly we have some new people, new stitchers that watch. And so I am going to film and include at the end of this a short little video tutorial type thing. In 56B, I talked about when you're stitching on linen or even weave to start stitching on the next to a thread that runs over. So some people might not know what I'm talking about. And so I know when I first started stitching on, trying linens and even weaves and stuff, I had no idea, no idea whatsoever that was even a thing. And so I think I posted in a group or something, and someone sent me shared with me a link, and so that's really helped me because, like I said, if I'm putting my needle in a hole that's not with the thread going over, then I know I'm not in the right spot. So I'm going to film that and stick it on to the end of this, and any of you that are interested in seeing it, you can see it. So, yeah, what did I stitch on? So I stitched on my daily focus piece. Got a few more of the over one letters into Elizabeth Weston. And I'm back filming on my laptop today, and I'm caught up. I uploaded yesterday's, it got finished uploading this morning. And, I realized a few weeks ago that I could do this, and then I forgot, but I remembered again, so hopefully things will go a little bit more smoothly. When the video is processing on YouTube, I always thought that, I needed to stay on that screen where it was, uploading, and I discovered the other day you can go through the whole thing and set up everything else, and then when it's finished uploading with your slow internet, it'll automatically publish it. So I'm going to start doing that. So it will actually, today's will upload the rest of today. It's a little bit before 1, and then overnight it should publish. So anyway, I'm back on my laptop. So I got more done right here on this word. Yeah, so just plugging away on those words. I think words is all I have left for this month. And I want to say I only have one more section that I have allotted for this month, and then she will be, that page will be done. So I stitched on that. I stitched on my weekly focus piece, which lives in this cute little pink barn bag that I just love from Goose Designs, Denise. She has a shop over on Etsy, so she sells the bags with the vinyl fronts, and also sells these little things called Project Pals that open up, and you can put your threads and your needles right here. I think on her newer one she has a little loop right here where you can put your thread, attach your scissors or your thread keep, thread little ring, floss ring. I haven't bought one of her new ones, so. But this is Doreen Jones's garden sow. And so I worked right here on the little hedgehog last night, and also did the outline on this little section from the night before. And I think when I do my video, I am going to use this fabric because even though it says it's Aida, it has a distinctive over and under, um, which normal Aida really, really doesn't as much. They still go over and under, but it's not as distinctive as on that 22 count for some reason. So I'm going to hold that out and use that for my demo. I also stitched on my 2 stitch-alongs that I'm working on right now. Got a little bit more done on the EM ABC SAL. So I'm almost done. I started working down here on the border. Got these other little butterfly stitches done. They're not hard. It's just sort of, it's just a little tedious to try to find the right hole behind those straight stitches that you do, the long stitches. But it's not hard. It's just trying to maneuver your needle under there and get it in the right hole. So I'm loving this so much. So I think I may have a finish on this tonight. Tonight or the next night. I don't remember how many sections I had divided it up into. And then I did a little bit more on the house on Little Women. Stitching Book Club. I got that this whole section done except for the window. And then there's a chimney on top of that middle section. And then I just have the other striped section to do. And then I'll be done with that house. Release 3 is a lot less stitching intense. So, hopefully I won't get behind on that. Even though I haven't, started stitching on it yet. So for my magazine monthly challenge, forgot that I already unzipped bags. Yesterday I stitched on the Evergreen Star, stitched some more on it. And so I got those little darker green stems put in here and then started putting in the darker green down here. I think this is so pretty. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And then I stitched on, for Timely Tuesday, I stitched on my hummingbird and he is almost done. So I got all of the green stitches put in, and so now I just need to come in and put these little blossoms, and then he will be done. So yay, I'll get my cross stitch camp piece finished for July. I will talk about, before the end of this week, I'll talk about August plans. I did want to say that, hello from Liz Matthews. If you sign up for her newsletter, you get a free chart. I don't know how often she does it. I think maybe it's seasonally. But she did release one over the last couple of days. So I definitely encourage you to go and sign up for her newsletter. I'm looking for my phone to see. Let's see. I don't know if I still have the email or not, but I probably could find it in my trash. Let's see. Liz Matthews. Yes, Happy Christmas in July. So what she's doing on these freebies is she's sort of taking some of her older designs and just using a piece of it. I think she actually reworked this one though, because when she showed the piece that it was from, this motif wasn't in the center of it, but that is her freebie that she released this past week. I think it's so cute. So this brings me to another topic. Last week when I got that fall decor, I said that I needed to take pictures of all of my fall decor, all of my seasonal decor, I didn't do all of it, but I did pull out all of my fall stuff and took pictures of all of that stuff. And it really made me ready for fall. I mean, I'm just smelling the candles and everything. It just made me ready for fall. But I also sat down and sort of did like a month by month, and I don't have the little slips. I thought I had them close. A month by month breakdown of what I would like to decorate with. And so I know I did bees and sunflowers and sunflowers and something else for like the months from like June to maybe mid-September. I don't know. I wrote it all down and now I can't remember, and I don't know what I did with the little slips of paper. I thought I had them right by me, but I don't. Let me pause for a second. I'll go get it. I found them. So I just wrote them down on these little slips of paper. But I want to do stuff with bees for like in July, August, September, like in, and I'm sort of kind of thinking, I'm going to like blend from one season to the next on some of these. So, like in May, I want to still do spring, but I want to start doing some like fruit and botanicals. And then in June, it would be, fruit, botanicals, florals type things. And then in July, I would do, some patriotic, of course, but also summer and bees, start incorporating the bees. And then in August and September, I want to start doing bees and sunflowers type thing. October, sunflowers, pumpkins, and fall. November, fall stuff. Christmas, of course, December, Christmas, and winter. And then January, winter and snowmen. February, Valentine's stuff. And, snowmen could still sort of be in there. We don't get a lot of snow here in Northwest Alabama, but we do. And a lot of times it will happen February, March. And then March and April, spring/Easter, depending on when Easter is. So I kind of had those ideas. And so when I saw that, I said all of that to say, when I saw that design, it was like, okay, that's a little small. So I want to sort of start to get a consciousness of, the things that I picked to stitch to fit into my decor. Having said that, one of the members in the magazine monthly challenge group posted her August plans, and I will share those, but later in the week. But it is birds. The main theme is birds. She posted this pattern, and I about lost my mind. This is like a true masterpiece, truly, and it was from an older issue of the World of Cross Stitching back in 2015, and so I was really afraid that Readly wouldn't have it, but Readly did have it. If you don't know about Readly, it's linked. I have an affiliate link in the description box below, but that's where I get all of my magazine patterns except for Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. But she showed this piece that she's planning to do for the challenge start. She's planning to start. This is like a 70-something hour project. But look at that. I mean, I don't even know what to say. It's like if all of that background were done in colors like the hummingbird is, I don't think it would be quite as stunning as what it is. Like all of that, black work, it looks like a pencil, like a pencil, pen and ink, or, pencil drawing. it just makes that hummingbird who's just stitched in regular cross stitch just really pop out. So, you know, I don't know when I would ever start this, but I mean, that is just truly a masterpiece to me. It's just like art, totally. And so, yeah, that is from, let's see, The World of Cross Stitching, August of 2015. And Readly did have it that far back. All right, I've rambled enough. That's all I've got to show you stitching wise, and other little ideas, thoughts, freebie announcement. And I will let you go, and just stay tuned if you want to see the little demo of finding that right place to start on linen or even weave. Thanks, guys. Okay, guys, this is my third time trying to film this, so maybe third time's the charm. And I am having to hold it with my hand, and so I apologize for any inadvertent shaking or moving or anything like that. My holder for my phone to hold it overhead, it doesn't go up very high, and it also doesn't hold the phone very well. So what I was talking about when I was talking about starting in a spot where the thread is going over. So if you look at, you know, these are the horizontal threads running this way, and then the vertical ones run this way. So I want to look at the vertical ones and how they're laying in relation to the horizontal ones. Sorry. So like this stitch right here, this is going over the horizontal one. Sorry. So this is going over the horizontal one. The one next to it goes under the horizontal one. So you would want to do the beginning of your cross stitch. You'd want to come up in this place right here next to one that's going over. And then because we're stitching on linen, we're going to skip that middle stitch. Unless we're doing over one, we're doing over two on linen. So we're going to skip that, and we're going to go to this one and go down. Then we're going to come up here, and then we're going to go down here, and that would complete our stitch. So let me show you on this Aida. Like I said, it was, you know, it was packaged as a 22 count Aida. It didn't say anything about heart anger, but, and you know, I could be wrong, but I've since, I don't know, gotten the idea in my head that 22 count is heart anger, but I don't know that for sure. But anyway, it's very different than regular Aida. You know, you can tell there's an obvious over and under weave to it. And so on this piece, you know, I would come up here next to this one that's going over. And then you're skipping the middle because we're on this one, I'm going over two. If I was doing this today, I would go over one. But on this project, I'm going over two. So, sorry, I'm so sorry, y'all. This is pathetic. I watched somebody yesterday doing a tutorial, and she's like, okay, I'm doing this for free, so you get what you pay for. Yeah. So I'm not a professional. So you would come up here, go down here, come up here, and then go down here. So if I'm doing a stitching, I'm stitching along, and I accidentally go, you know, come up here, and then I lose my place and I go down here. The stitch that's to the right of that hole is going under the horizontal strand. And so, or the horizontal, and I'm sorry, I don't know. I know there's weft and warp, but I don't know which one is which, but it's going under that horizontal thread. So that tells me that I am in the wrong hole, which happens very often, and it used to happen more for me than it does now. I've gotten, you know, the more you stitch on something, the more you get used to it. And so that gives me, you know, an alert. Okay, you're not in the wrong hole. So go back and see, okay, I came up here. I'm going to skip over the middle one. Okay, I need to go down here next to the one that's going over the horizontal thread. Okay, that's my little tip. I hope that helps you. I hope it encourages those of you who are thinking of trying branching out into, you know, linen or even weave. And, you know, honestly, this is a pretty good piece. Like, if, you know, you want to do it over 2 threads like I'm doing this over 2 threads, you know, it would be a good place to start because it's very easy to see the over and under and the, you know, the weave of the fabric, and it's all, you know, it's even. The thicknesses of the threads are not different like they are on linen. So like you can see here, there's some fat threads, and then, you know, you have skinny ones next to it. And I know this is off topic of this video, but, you know, the way this looks with the slubs and everything in it and the varying thicknesses, that does not mean that it's not an even weave. It's still an even weave because there's the same number of stitches going this way and going this way. But it is different than stitching on, you know, this type of fabric where there's no varying thicknesses of the threads. Okay, guys, I'll see y'all tomorrow.